everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you have already subscribed, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make one of my favorite to-go recipe, a quick and easy chicken fried rice. If you're interested, please keep on watching.
Cooking made easy.
Before we get started, if you are new here, my name is Claude Mott and I'm the owner and founder of Le Bourgout Seasoning. Le Bourgout Seasoning is an e-commerce website that I created when I was in grad school, where we sell organic green seasoning, organic meat seasoning. Our meat seasoning comes in 3 flavors. We have a regular, mild, or spicy. We also have an extreme spicy for people who usually request it. We have an organic barbecue marinade, organic jerk marinade, organic hot pepper sauce, and so much more. If you're interested and want to try one of our product, I'll make sure to have the link right here, and I'll make sure to have the link in the description below. Alright, without further ado, let's jump right into the recipe. Before we start with our recipe, let's present our ingredients. We have some breast chicken. I already cleaned and cut them into bite size. We have some green onions. I'm gonna be using the white part of the green onions to cook the fried rice, and then I'll be using the green part for garnishing. We have some peas and carrots. We have some onions. I have yellow, red onions, and some red bell peppers that I already cut them. We have some virgin olive oil, 2 eggs, 1-day-old white rice. I am using jasmine rice for this recipe, minced ginger, oyster sauce, pure sesame seed oil, low sodium soy sauce, and I have some butter, and the butter in here has some garlic in it as well. And to season the meat, we are gonna be using the organic meat seasoning from Le Bourgout Seasoning. This meat seasoning is an all-in-one, and we use the same formula that we make the organic green seasoning to make the meat seasoning as well. Even though it is called a meat seasoning, this meat seasoning is safe for people who are vegan and vegetarian, and it is also gluten-free, no preservative, and low in sodium. If you want to try this meat recipe, I'll make sure to have the link in the description below. Okay, now that we have all our ingredients, so I'm going to set them aside, and now we are going to start by seasoning the chicken with the meat seasoning. And this is what our meat seasoning look like. Organic meat seasoning. It is rich in flavor. It is a seasoning blend, and it is packed with everything that you need. And when you are using this seasoning, make sure you minimize your salt intake. And I'm not gonna be using any other seasoning for this recipe because this organic meat seasoning already has everything in it. And we are just going to marinate the chicken, and we are going to let it sit for 20 minutes so that the seasoning can fully get in there. If you don't have time to let the meat marinate for 20 minutes, you can use it right away. It will work perfect just as well because this meat seasoning, the flavor penetrates the meat right away. And this is what the chicken looks like when it is fully seasoned with the organic seasoning meat. And now we are just going to set it aside, and now we are going to work on the eggs, and we're just going to batter the eggs. Now that I have all my ingredients prepared, we are going to move over the stove and start cooking. Now when the pan is hot, I'm just going to add some oil, and we are going to cook the chicken over the stove. We are going to lightly fry the chicken. We are not going to let it get crispy, but we are just going to fry it until it is fully cooked. And depending on the size of your pan, feel free to do this by portion as well. While the chicken is cooking, I'm just going to flip them side so I can make sure each pieces are cooked evenly. Now that the chicken is cooked, we are just going to remove it from the stove and we are going to lower the heat so that we can use the same pan to start making our fried rice. Now I'm just going to add some oil in the pan. And when the oil gets hot, we are going to saute the peas and carrots. These are the harder veggies and they'll take longer to cook, so we are going to cook them first. And we are going to saute these veggies until they get tender. Not saggy, but we are going to let them get tender. After the peas and the carrots get to a consistency that I like, we are just going to add the onions and the bell peppers as well, and we are going to keep stirring until these get tender as well. After the bell peppers and onions got into a consistency that I like, we are going to add the right part of the green onions and we are going to keep stirring until this one gets tender as well. After that, we are going to make a hole in the middle so we can fry the eggs. Now that our veggies are tender to a great consistency that I like, we're just going to make some space, like a hole in the middle, so that we can fry the battered eggs. If you want, you can remove the veggies from the pot to fry the eggs, but the eggs will cook regardless. So I'm just going to make some space in the middle since there's still oil in the pan, and just fry the eggs. After the eggs are fully cooked, we are going to add our rice and we are going to lightly stir to mix everything together. Now we are going to add some butter. We are going to add some oyster sauce. Now we are adding the sesame seed oil. And after that, we are going to add some soy sauce. When you are adding the soy sauce, you can adjust it based on your preference. If you want your fried rice to look a little bit darker, add some more soy sauce. And now we are going to add some minced ginger. The ginger is optional. I just like ginger in my fried rice, but you don't have to add the ginger if you don't want to. And now we are going to mix everything together and make sure you mix it well. And after we have mixed everything together, it is fully combined. Now we are going to add the cooked chicken. And after that, we are going to keep stirring for an additional 5 minutes. And our recipe will be pretty much done. And this is what our chicken fried rice is looking like. Our recipe is pretty much done. Now we are just going to get ready for plating. And here is a closer look of our chicken fried rice. As you can see, it is cooked to perfection. It is really delicious. It is a great and quick and easy recipe. I hope you guys like this recipe, and if you have tried this recipe, make sure you give me a thumbs up after you have watched this video. If you have any suggestion, any comments, please make sure you have them in the description comment section below. Now our fried rice is pretty much done. I have turned off the heat and now we are going to get ready to serve. I love making this recipe. It is very easy to put together, especially if you had made a big meal and you have some white rice left over. It is a great way to reuse your old white rice. You just make some fried rice. It is super delicious and it is a very easy recipe. And guys, just real quick, I want to remind you guys, if you guys love seeing quick and easy recipe, please remember to subscribe to my channel to help support my channel and help me grow. Most of the people who have watched my recipes are not subscribers. I will really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel to help me grow. And this is what our fried rice looks like. It is super delicious and this recipe came out perfect. And this is our final product. This is our final recipe. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. I really hope that this recipe was very easy to follow. If you have some questions, some comments, some suggestions, please make sure you have them in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And here is a close look of what our recipe looks like. I really hope you guys like this recipe, and guys, thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.
Cooking made easy.